It was 2:17 a.m. The highway was empty, completely silent, except for the low hum of the engine. Jason had been driving for hours along Route 66, trying to reach Arizona before sunrise. His phone buzzed. Unknown number. He ignored it. A few seconds later, it rang again. This time, he answered. Hello? Nothing. Just static. Then, a whisper. Don't stop the car. Jason froze. What? No response. The call ended. He looked around. There were no other cars, no lights, just darkness stretching endlessly on both sides. Then his radio turned on by itself. A woman's voice. You picked up the call, didn't you? Jason slammed the brakes. Back in 2019, a college student named Megan moved into a small apartment in Ohio. Cheap rent, quiet neighborhood, perfect. Or so she thought. The first night, everything felt normal, until she went to sleep. At exactly 3:03 a.m., she woke up. She heard footsteps, soft, slow, dragging footsteps. Inside her apartment, she grabbed her phone and turned on the flashlight. Nothing. Every room was empty. She checked the locks. Everything was secure. She laughed it off. Just anxiety. But the next morning, she found something that made her blood run cold. Her bedroom door was open. She always locked it before sleeping. And on the inside of the door, there was a message scratched into the wood. I waited until you slept. A 17-year-old girl named Emily got a babysitting job in a large house in Texas. The parents gave her one simple rule. Whatever happens, do not go into the basement. She laughed. Okay. The kids were asleep by 9 p.m. By 10, everything was quiet. Then she heard it. A knock from the basement door. She froze. Knock, knock, knock. Then a voice, a child's voice. Emily, please let me out. Her heart dropped. The kids were upstairs, all of them. She slowly walked towards the basement door. The voice changed. Now it sounded like the father. Emily, open the door. Her phone rang. It was the real father. Emily, listen carefully. That voice you're hearing? We don't have a basement. A YouTuber named Alex bought an old camcorder from a garage sale in California. He thought it'd be cool to use it for retro horror content. When he got home, he checked the footage already on it. There was a recording. A house. Dark. Shaky footage. Someone whispering. Don't look at the mirror. Alex leaned closer to the screen. In the video, the camera slowly turned toward a mirror, and there was a man standing behind the person recording. But here's the thing. The reflection was smiling, even though the person holding the camera wasn't. Alex paused the video, rewound, watched again, the same thing. Then suddenly, his own room's mirror cracked. Mark worked security at a hospital in New York. Night shifts were boring, mostly silence, empty hallways. One night, at 2:45 a.m., he saw something on the monitor. Room 312. Movement. But that room was supposed to be empty. He grabbed his flashlight and went to check. The door was slightly open. Inside. The bed was neatly made. No one there. He turned to leave. Then he heard breathing behind him. He slowly turned around. The bed was no longer empty. A patient was lying there, staring at him, eyes wide open, unblinking. Mark whispered, "How did you get here?" The patient smiled. "I never left. When Daniel was 8 years old, he used to talk to something in his closet. His parents thought it was imaginary, kids do that, right? But Daniel insisted. He comes out when you sleep. Every night at exactly 2:33 a.m., his bedroom door would creak open, and his closet would slowly open by itself. One night, his dad decided to prove it was nothing. He stayed in Daniel's room, lights off, waiting. 2:33 a.m., the closet door opened, slowly, silently. Daniel whispered, "He's here." His dad turned on the light instantly. Nothing inside, just clothes. He laughed. Then Daniel said something that changed everything. "He's not in the closet anymore. He's behind you." In Florida, a 911 operator received a strange call. No voice, just breathing. Heavy, uneven breathing. 911, what's your emergency? Silence. Then, a faint whisper. They're in the house. The operator tried to trace the call, but something was wrong. The address belonged to a house that burned down 12 years ago. Everyone inside died. The line suddenly got louder, screaming, running footsteps, then a loud bang. The call disconnected. Later that night, the same number called again. This time, the operator recognized the voice. It was her own. "Help me." A man in Chicago followed a viral elevator ritual. It had one rule: if a woman enters on the 5th floor, do not look at her. He laughed. Urban legend. Nothing more. He tried it anyway. Floor 1, 2, 3, 4. On the 5th floor, the elevator stopped. The door opened. A woman walked in. Long black hair, head slightly down. She didn't press any button. The man smirked and looked at her anyway. Big mistake. She slowly turned her head, but her face wasn't a face, just empty darkness. Then she spoke. "You were told not to look." The elevator lights went out. When they turned back on, he was alone. But the floor display was going down, past floor 1, past the basement, to a level that didn't exist. A guy downloaded a sleep tracking app. It records sounds while you sleep. Pretty normal. The next morning, he checked the recording. Hours of silence. Then at 3:12 a.m., a voice, not his, a whisper. He's finally asleep. Then footsteps in his room. The audio captured something moving right next to his bed. Then a loud creak, like someone leaning close, and the final whisper, "Don't wake him yet." The man checked his bedroom camera. Nothing. But one thing was off. His blanket was slightly lifted, as if someone had been sitting there. Two friends were road tripping through Nevada. They stopped at an old motel. Only one room available. Room 13. Of course. They laughed it off. That night, around 1:50 a.m., one of them woke up. The TV was on, static. He reached for the remote, but the TV changed channels by itself. Each channel showed the same thing. The room, from different angles, like hidden cameras. Then one channel zoomed in, on the bed, where his friend was sleeping. But something was wrong. There was someone else, lying next to him, watching him sleep. He turned to look. The bed was empty. Then the TV whispered, "You should have left." A woman came home from work and saw herself, standing in the kitchen. Same clothes, same face, same everything, frozen, staring. She blinked, and it was gone. She panicked and checked the house, empty, no one there. That night, she locked every door, every window, at 3 a.m. She woke up because someone was whispering right next to her ear. "You saw me." She slowly turned her head, and there she was, the copy, lying beside her in bed, smiling. "But I saw you first." A teenage boy received a message from his best friend. "Don't come to school tomorrow." Strange, because his friend had died a week ago. Car accident. He thought it was a prank. He replied, "Very funny." The typing bubble appeared, then disappeared, then appeared again. Finally, the message came. "I'm serious. Something will happen." He ignored it. The next day, he went to school. At 11:26 a.m., the fire alarm went off. Everyone rushed outside. Confusion, panic, then suddenly, an explosion. One of the science labs, destroyed. Later, when everything settled, he checked his phone. One final message. Timestamp, 11:25 a.m. "I tried to warn you." A family moved into a new house in Pennsylvania. Everything was normal, until they noticed a door in the hallway. Small, narrow, old. But here's the problem. It wasn't in the house blueprint. The father tried to open it, locked. They ignored it for weeks, until one night, at 2:11 a.m., they heard knocking from the other side. Slow, deliberate knock, knock, knock. The father finally unlocked it. The door creaked open. Darkness inside. No room, just endless black. Then something whispered, "You weren't supposed to find this." The next morning, the door was gone, like it never existed. But the scratch marks on the floor proved it did. A truck driver in Texas drove the same route every night. Same road, same time, same silence. But one night, he saw something on the side of the road, a figure standing still. As he passed, it turned its head, too fast, too unnatural. He checked his mirror. It was gone. A few miles later, he saw it again. Same figure, same spot. Impossible. He sped up, heart racing. Then his radio turned on, static. Then a voice. "You keep passing me, but I'm already in the truck." He slowly looked at the passenger seat. Empty. Then something breathed, right behind him. A girl got a friend request on Facebook, from her own account. Same name, same photos, same everything. She laughed and accepted it. Curiosity. The account messaged instantly. "Hi." She replied, "Who is this?" The answer came, "You." Her heart sank. The account started sending photos, pictures of her room, her house, taken from inside. Then a final message. "I'm closer than you think." She slowly turned around. Her closet door was open. A businessman stayed in a hotel in Las Vegas. Nice room, modern, clean. But something felt off. The mirror. It didn't feel right. That night, he brushed his teeth, looked into the mirror, and noticed something strange. His reflection was slightly delayed, half a second behind. He froze, moved his hand. The reflection copied him. Too late. Then suddenly, it stopped copying and started moving on its own, smiling, waving, while he stood still. Then it whispered, "Switch." The lights went out. A little girl called her mom in the middle of the night. "Mom, there's someone under my bed." Her mom sighed. "Sweetie, there's nothing there." But she checked anyway. She looked under the bed and saw her daughter, curled up, terrified, whispering, "Mom, there's someone on my bed." A man installed security cameras in his house, just to be safe. One night, he got an alert. Motion detected. 3:07 a.m. He checked the footage and saw himself walking around the house, opening doors, looking into rooms, but he was asleep the whole time. He checked the bedroom camera. There he was, sleeping at the same time. 2 versions. Then the footage zoomed in. on the other him, and it smiled at the camera, then whispered, "He doesn't know yet." A man received a phone call from his own number. He answered. "Hello?" His own voice replied, panicked, breathing heavily. "Listen to me. You don't have much time." The line crackled. "What are you talking about?" "You're going to hear a knock. Do not open the door." At that exact moment, knock. His heart stopped. He looked at the door, then back at the phone. What happens if I open it? Silence. Then his future self whispered, "That's how I died." You've been listening carefully to all these stories, thinking they're just stories. But here's the truth. These aren't random. They're connected. Every person, every event, every whisper. They all have one thing in common. They all heard something first. A voice, a warning. Just like you are now, right now. As you read this, there's a small chance you'll hear it too. Maybe a whisper, maybe your phone, maybe something behind you. And when you do, you'll remember this moment. You'll remember these words. Don't respond. Because once you do, it notices you. And once it notices you, it never leaves. Did you hear that? If these stories gave you chills, just wait until what comes next. Because here on Dark History After Midnight, the darkness never ends. There are more real horror stories, more unexplained mysteries, and things you were never meant to hear. So don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell, because the next story might be about you.